I was like,
But you got Tim and everything,
right?
right?
I was having my
Yeah, I got
show.
the number now.
Yeah, yeah.
If you ever need, I mean, there's gotta be a way to do it with the right camera.
He's a cool guy.
I
Funny dude.
get your, I get the right camera.
What rooms you
I use the right camera all the time. I use right camera.
Setup. I just started doing the punchline.
Okay.
I run.
Did they
I
have
still
zero?
run shows up there, like
Okay.
remotely.
Dope.
Yeah.
You know Chris Riggins?
I know Chris.
Yeah. There's only a handful of comics up there. They're all in
They
the
made
same
that
pocket.
specially for you by the way,
Yeah.
that's why I had to fuck away. The mother.
There's
Oh,
a
really?
good scene up
This
there.
is good. This is a nice little
Big
pocket.
that one, looks
Like if you
like
want it, like you
I
can
never
do a
saw
ton
that
of
one with
shows
a
and,
hint
like,
of color. Did you tell him? She
yeah,
said
they're
to me,
just
I
like
think
people
he's
pay
waiting.
money, so you can actually pay comedians.
But I met two
Yeah.
brothers who were coming
Well, it's
from
regular people up
Senegal.
there, as opposed to
They
here. It's
are
like,
from, they are
There's regular
musicians.
people and
There's
musicians.
regular-
I don't know
everyone
what
here
to
is
say
not
about
right.
that.
well, it's like I mean, the audience is like, okay, but I got an audition tomorrow. Hurry up,
Yeah.
make me laugh. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
it's like a producer who's like, I don't want to show him I like him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, come on. You have to go like an hour outside of LA to
You
get
don't
the
know
audience.
who you're
I will say though, the crowds in San Francisco, they're not
What do you
bad,
think?
but like there is a part of San Francisco they're super tight. Like they don't know if they're allowed to laugh
Oh,
at
that's-
something.
Yeah, no.
And also
They-
they're just like
How good
not
they-
that
What do you
talented.
wanna,
So like
What do you
it gets better when you start going
order?
to Oakland or you start going to Sacramento.
Saying,
Like that's when like shit in
Would you
like
like
San
to
Jose,
record?
like people get like rowdy and like
Yeah.
that's fun.
You know,
He's
I
like,
would do it at the Laugh
Just so
Factory
you guys know,
probably.
We're up.
Do you think I
Tech
should
money.
give them free
We're online,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Cool.
We're online.
There's just so much tech, like people that there that kind of give it a different
No, I'm saying just
feel.
for filming purposes.
Yeah, I mean they're all like
Good,
understandable
yeah.
people, so they're not like they don't.
I mean, like the Laugh Factory.
You gotta get regular people outside.
I've been getting a lot of compliments
Yeah.
on it, and I didn't really do anything special.
Are you saying to go
It was
to
just
one
like, I
place?
guess it just naturally dried in a good way.
They're like the
Must be a good set.
I
Yeah.
make the background whatever.
Maybe just to not have to do the video again.
Nice backdrop. Nice lights.
Nice, keep that.
We had him
Thank
do
you.
like our
Thank
shows
you. How are
in
you
San Francisco.
doing?
He just comes through, and I watched him work out like hours of material. It's just like effortless.
That's
Like,
not
like,
Shout out.
You said no.
but he's like, I'm like, I don't know what it is.
Like where though?
Did you get your video?
Yeah, no.
Yes, I got my
Feature
video.
here.
Yeah.
Don't just go out to meet those people. They didn't have those people.
Yeah, I did. That show went well, but I'm still, like I said, I'm still
Kareem?
working on my presentation
What is it?
before I send
Yeah,
out
Kareem.
people. Because I
Oh.
met like a Sony executive yesterday, and
Yeah, with your photo.
I might send
was,
them
actually in,
They were on
It's good
Bleachers.
enough for like,
That
so
show,
it's just not good enough for like.
They weren't on the
Yeah.
She should work with
Crazy.
Ooh,
Look up Book, it's on Hulu.
oh.
Okay.
it's T. Murph is on there as well, and
Did I remember I was
Did she
going?
remember the unscrewed
Reggie
thing?
You were supposed to
Steele.
remember.
I left after my
See, that's what she did. She
Some
left.
like
I remember they had
he's like a
recorded.
reoccurring in that.
Okay.
B, I'd like to introduce you to Timothy Martin.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Screenwriter.
Thank you.
Very stylish.
And T. Murph is another stand-up.
That's
He's
where
pretty
most of our damn money, but every time we went, we did them all.
hilarious stand-up.
Okay.
No, it's already recorded.
You know, God's just trying to get
So
them
should
little-
I set an alarm
I think
to
yes.
calls
I think
to unscrew the back thing?
the
For
next
what?
kind of thing is gonna be.
You can, she gonna give you gonna
I
remember.
did it over. I did
Oh,
it
sure.
No,
last
to
night.
unscrew it.
I did it last
Do
night.
shows
Okay,
in
yeah,
like
yeah,
little
she did.
cities
Okay,
like all
good.
over the country to get the flavors of like all over the country. Like,
Okay,
I
so
know
I did
we'll
my
get some
first.
shows.
Hey guys, good luck.
And like,
Oh, for
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'll see you
Here, I'll
later.
save your number.
And follow
Yeah.
him on
Close.
Director Hard
Oh,
Drive.
you
We
didn't
gonna
get to
talk.
last time?
Yes.
We got work to do.
Next week,
We
yes.
got work to do, man.
Yes,
I
we
got
do.
Here, we got work to do, man.
Yes, sir. I actually got a dip too.
Okay.
His receipt book.
Oh, good luck.
I
Yeah.
did demo, so
It was
technically
great
you guys
meeting
can
you.
get
I
a
can't wait
record,
I
but
can't
I-
wait to see your
Oh,
comedy.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
She wants you to see for last
Your
time for
thing.
this
Stay,
demo.
stay in
for-
here.
For this time.
You're in good
I'm
hands.
just trying to go back to New York.
Okay, right, we're good, we're good. I just
Well,
thought
this is
it
where
was
you
for
become a
guys.
star.
Oh, yeah.
New York is
So
where you
so
get
B.
your like grit and
Yeah.
your work ethic, right? 'Cause you can get it out there, but trust me.
It's like I don't know. I've been in New York for 6 years, and I just love that city.
I love it.
New York, I mean more than I like LA.
You never did a Femme Fatale show, huh?
New York makes you feel like you can actually be somebody there.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here it's like,
We already are somebody.
yeah, like motherfuckers be like,
In their own mind.
I'm already,
Absolutely.
I have a
Or
palm
else
tree
you
outside
cannot
my
survive
apartment.
if
What do you mean?
I don't need to try hard.
I don't have
Thank
to try
you so
hard.
much.
The
We
beach
are-
is right there. What do you mean? I don't know, what do you mean?
You're living in a shoebox, so you're always out. You're like,
Exactly, that's
you're
why
like, I'm
New
gonna
York-
go accomplish shit because I can't stay in the apartment.
That's
You
kind of
gotta-
what New York gives you. Like, I gotta fucking get out here and get it, cause I
Yeah.
can't stay in this
New York.
goddamn. I can't handle it,
Listen,
yo.
this summer
As soon as the cold weather comes, like deuces.
Yes.
we are going to have a fucking big barbecue at my place. Let's just do it there. I can't wait. Hello there,
How you doing?
stranger.
See you guys later. Yeah. Later, guys. All right, see you. Keel,
You gonna call me? You guys are all together. Okay.
Yeah, we got
I
one.
love your hair.
You mind going upstairs for me real quick
Wait,
so I can make sure that the hair room is
Do you
right?
mind if I go to the bathroom?
Okay.
I was gonna say, why didn't you use your
Yeah,
brother's
that's great.
class
And
when
up
you
to
were
the
in New
mic,
York?
please. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
I
perfect.
think he still
Thank
has
you.
one coming. I would say use his. You should have used his.
Oh, okay.
I mean, no, don't say that now. I'm just saying.
No, I can do it.
Oh, thanks for signing me up.
What? It's a sign-in, yeah. Because what I'm doing is, I'm done with the casting stuff and trying to remember people. So, it's your name, your email, what's that say? I didn't write that. Phone and social.
What is,
That's from the other day.
that's the other day, okay.
Yeah, try to
This is
save
only
paper.
3 people.
Not social security number either.
Oh yeah, that's social security.
Social media.
Social media.
Big difference.
Just put it out there. Put your social security out there.
No, the other guy, he was.
He's
They
serious.
said that he was like, no, I'm not doing that.
Which is always
Serious.
Look at this beautiful book. If you love Foxy, like I love Foxy.
Ooh.
Just to give you a little.
Foxy Brown? Foxy Brown?
Yes. That's what they used to call me back in the day.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Well, I
No,
think
no,
we need
no.
to continue that.
No, I'm talking about in comedy. I was like, oh. Akil, can I just go to the bathroom before?
Yeah, I'll wait a second. I gotta go.
I know you do. I know you do. I know you do. I know you do.
You're rolling, though. You just know that. Just know that.
All right. Wait, just leave this door open real quick.
Okay.
Akil,
Oh, it's Pam Greer.
I'll be right back.
I didn't know her book was called
Akil.
Or, I said it before, I said it on that thing. I need something with a little height. I prefer stable than moving.
You can't put your bag on it and then do it?
Well, it's just too close.
What's this?
Probably somebody's dinner. You trying to get a piece of? Okay, so I'm gonna have to start bringing my ring light. Love your boots. I have loafers,
Oh.
like ballerina flats.
With this kind of a, yeah.
With that print.
Siri.
Oh, I could do it right here. Cause the lower I get more to the head.
Our crowd is recording for later. You're like, I don't trust people
No,
anymore.
it's okay. It's just
Hey,
because
guys, how are you?
hey, Sean. Because you know you get caught up and then it goes. At least every time I videotape anybody and I consider myself a pro,
Yeah.
it's never.
But you were great to have in the audience because you actually laugh.
I
Like,
tell
you were-
myself I will never stop being a real audience.
Yeah, you're like an engaging audience member. The rest of the Canadians are just assholes.
Well, everybody's in. We're all in our head.
I know we are. Even as I'm like sitting there being like, I need to pull in my jokes. Why am I even talking anymore?
I looked at Bryce.
Yes, isn't he cute?
I really like him,
And
and
his-
I remember him from someplace. Is it the series or something?
I think he was in like Glee.
Glee, yeah.
For like something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw him live. It was amazing. It's like my future husband.
Where
No,
are
it's- I mean,
Because he's totally cute.
he's really
And
cute.
everybody breaks his heart,
Ugh.
according to the 3 songs I heard.
No, he's cute, but no, I wasn't that, like, cause all his audience members were literally like high school kids. Like, I felt like I was part of a Euphoria, like, high school, cause like all like little kids, and I'd see them on the street like drinking out of the bottle, and I'm just like, what's happening here? Cause it was in Koreatown, and most of his audience seemed to be like teenagers and like
All
young
from his Westlake Village.
yeah, and young 20s is what I was getting. So my friends and I, we sat like comfortably, like we were like, no, we're not going into this whole
You don't have to.
yeah.
You stand back and make him come to you. That's how you do that.
Yeah. But no, I always have a thing for singers, so I love his voice, so I'm like, yes.
I do too.
Right?
I love his writing.
Yeah.
His stories are so vivid
Yeah.
and they touch my heart, and they're personal to me as much as they're personal to him.
Yeah.
So that's what I really took away.
Yeah, no, he's really great. I loved him. It was interesting because his music is so mellow and like chilled out, but his concert performance was actually a little bit more like, I think he was trying to be more engaging, so it was a little bit more aggressive than like
Him himself?
like I
Or
think
did he add that with stage?
I think with stage
Stuff.
and like everything, he was doing more high energy. Like I'm used to listening to his music where I'm just like chilling, and like that's the vibe I think we were all expecting.
So was this new material that was high
It was still the
energy?
same, but he just
Oh,
like
he would add a bass,
yeah,
add
he
more
would-
bass, or
yeah,
pick up the tempo
yeah,
here and there.
and like you know, because he was like jumping around with his music, which like
no, it's not that kind of music
yeah,
that I heard.
yeah, and that's how I'm used to it too. So it was interesting to sort of like have that experience where I'm like, oh, this is like you're putting on a performance because it's like the stage
But
show.
did that please the people who came to be chilled?
No, because I think we like my roommate came because she didn't know him that well. Like all my friends came with me because I love him, and they were like, "We'll come to support."
Oh, wait, she had a checklist? She had a checklist?
But yeah. so,
Hey.
like,
Hello,
they
hello,
were
hello.
expecting
doing?
more children.
Good, how you doing?
Good,
I mean, it was
good.
so nice. It was so.
We got the
fun,
new
but it
little
was
sign
not
up.
what
Alright.
If you want to put your
expected.
name and email on
Because
there,
his
Alright.
music is
or
always
social
like,
media, because
you
then we
know,
do like
you're
email
like,
blasts.
"Hey,
We're gonna start
down
doing
by the
email
beach
blasts.
and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
chill."
Everybody, yeah. I was
should
imagining
take
it
her to
would
dancing
be
or
more like a kumbaya. I'm gonna talk about my life.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause he could even be acoustic and just like wreck a place.
Yeah.
To me.
You know, that's how I felt. But it was interesting because I think he took a little bit more of like a pop, like rock type of a route, and
It
like
could be.
made it
She
like
just got
more
practice.
jumped around and was like it. I mean,
Did they write reviews on it?
no, I think it was his last show. For the, he was like performing all around, and this was
It's not
like
big
his
need.
last.
We want you to
All
encourage.
around LA.
Oh no, all around. He had like a mini tour in America.
Then he's probably got a review someplace if he was in LA. If he
Mom,
did American and
Mom is a
ended in
little
LA, there's a
Yeah.
review.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see if the
But-
reviewer says
What I'm
you're
saying. Yeah. I mean, I still really enjoyed it, but I still had a crush on him, so I'm like, whatever you do. Like, I'm happy to just be watching you do your thing.
Yeah, it's a cutie pie.
Yeah, no, he's definitely very
Yeah, I watched 3 videos.
Wait, where?
I like the styling of the videos, and I love his music. And one of the songs I think I'd heard before.
What,
Drew
wait,
Barrymore probably,
Yes.
because that one
Sorry, what
definitely was
date?
like a lot more popular, but yeah.
Okay.
But how was your,
Might
you
see it
said you
on
went to
Wednesday.
a show yesterday? Like, your-
Girl, I got on the stage at the Improv yesterday.
Oh, nice.
They didn't pull my name out of the bucket, but the guy who was hosting, he starts off saying, anybody here who's been here a lot and never gotten picked? And I
Yeah.
always sit in the front.
Good.
Oh,
And he
that's
goes, I'm gonna make you take the
Oh,
bullet.
whoa,
He didn't know, I
everybody.
love to open. I lit that place up.
That's amazing.
It was fun.
What's the event for?
It was fun.
Wow.
You know, it felt better than it sounded when I played it back. There are times I feel like I wasn't funny at all, and I play it back and
How was
I'm
the Charlie Munger
hilarious.
talk?
Then there are times I'm like, I killed, and I'm like, nobody's laughing.
Nobody's happy. That happens.
But they were laughing because I remember seeing them, and then I freaked myself out. Were they really laughing? Do you hear them?
That's the thing. I try to get like I get into my head that way. I'm like performing and I'm like, did that land? Should I like? And what am I doing wrong? And then like I feel like then your next couple jokes start suffering because you're so in your
Well,
head.
once
like,
we get in our head, everything suffers.
Yeah.
If we aren't in the power is in the moment,
yeah.
in life, in all aspects.
Yeah. You can type. Yeah.
What's
What's up, everybody? It's eating right now. Look at this. It's like a buffet here. What do we got? What students we got? Oh, don't my great people. Different jazz too. How we all doing? Alright. Let's get it going.
We got 12 minutes.
Yeah, Sue no like host half night, then she's gotta leave, finish it out. So you know. So it'll be a fun ass time list right here.
Oh, she got a thick book. There a referee?
Yeah. Go out, down the hall. Go out, left, right. Down the hall to your right.
I live like a mile down this way. Oh, yeah. So I actually just walk.
Are the, is it 5 and 10 or 10 minutes today, or has it worked?
10 for $10 for up to 10 minutes.
You the guy?
Yep, I'm the guy.
You're the guy.
Thank you very much.
Like,
You're very
I have
welcome.
to spend on an Uber just to get there, so I'm like, I'll just do my own things here.
Everybody else, cash or card? Everybody else handle it?
Yeah. And also because the audience seems to be changing like regularly. Like I get every time I hear, like,
So old. I still, that still freaks me out.
Yeah.
I never do that.
Why? Yeah, I kind of.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just like,
You're so old.
it's like I'm older.
I beg to differ.
No, I know, I'm not old, but like I act like that, like when I see it.
I know.
I just think of like Fahrenheit 451
No,
is like
I'm
my
not. I
favorite
don't know.
book.
I'm going to
I
have
read
the
that book when I was in
on
middle
Friday
school,
because I have a friend.
and every time I see like crazy technology, I think to my great Gregory was
Right.
right. I was like, he was right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's Studio City
So
right
true.
there.
Yeah.
There's so many times I get to the gym, I'll see a friend of mine, and he'll be talking, and I think he's talking to me.
Yeah.
So I was
Which
like, I won't be able to do
Like,
like
she's-
this on
she's a
Friday,
shit
so I was like, I
lady,
definitely
Yeah.
just.
I don't wear them like in public places. Like
Yeah.
the only time I ever do is if I'm on like a train or like plane or
No,
whatever.
we love this
Never
place.
like when I'm
Never
talking.
let
Definitely not when
someone-
I'm talking to someone. If I'm talking to someone, they are out. My phone.
I got the big headphones I wear at the gym.
That's
They
what
know
I-
that I'm in another planet.
That's right. That's you have to
Oh,
be
damn,
careful.
okay.
The big ones, and they know.
Yes.
English, my buddy's. Okay.
No, I didn't eat it. I know if you ate.
Oh no, thank you. I just had pizza before I came.
Sure?
I made my own pizza at home.
Look at you.
I make my own pizza crust.
My mother can make pizza. You never seen a Moon make pizza like this in your life. That's it. Can you imagine growing up like that in Patterson, New Jersey?
Forget about it.
Married to the mom.
Yeah.
No, no, she was married to the
Yeah.
mom. Did you find it? Does anybody want water?
If you decide to.
Yeah.
But, and then, who knows, we might work it, I don't know, it's a new thing, so I just, you know, it'll just be fun. And then, if I get up fast enough there's a fourth spot. I've never done one.
Why, you said he is?
Yeah, he's
Man,
only
like,
8:30
you're like, you're sounding like a New York comic.
Yeah, he's on here. Yeah.
I have a big show. I had to, you know, that's my Regency West show, so.
I don't know, but I need to find your fork.
You never had this fight before
Can I tell you something? I never eat. I have a problem. Okay, I finally get a little appetite and there's no fork.
Oh,
No fork.
You could, oh, you could spoon that.
you could.
You can spoon it. Let me
Look
see
at that.
this.
Look at that, right there.
Rice.
Rice.
That's
I
class.
saw that.
I wouldn't
Look
know
who
it.
woke
I
up.
saw
Look
I have
who
no idea
woke
what
up.
you're
Look
doing.
who woke up.
That's classy.
I got here in
Oh,
the
we're doing
80s
rice.
when every time at a nightclub you went to the bathroom, every mirror had wall-to-wall women right here next to each other with a spoon in the mirror.
Around your
The
neck.
That
spoon,
was the 80s.
It's the
I
most
lived
versatile
that.
utensil. It can do everything.
I love it.
Can you eat?
Crazy
Can
And
you
I'm
eat
being
soup
so
with a
rude
fork?
talking, my mouth full. But I wanted to tell you how blessed I am to have these people now coming through here. And you need to know them. You don't know me well, but what I do here is very important that when you guys do this, I want you to appreciate this as an art. This is an art form. I'm tired of the bullshit about comics. I'm tired of being able to be touched by people. They just feel as though we're tangible to these people. You know, and why am I telling you all this? Is I want you to prepare now. I want, when you go on that stage and you work with me, I know you guys aren't working with me, it's just an open mic and it's small. Otherwise, I wouldn't give you 2 seconds of my fucking time because I don't have it. And I mean it, but if you guys come through here, you gotta be the best. And the other thing is, when you're looking around at a comedy class to take, I don't like the word class.
Always trying to find like this.
I don't like it. It always reminds me of homework and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's why I hate when they tell me my comedy teacher would give me homework the night before. And I was like, well then you go back to your fucking comedy teacher. Because I'm living in the real and the now.
Like right now I'm getting.
And you gotta learn that certain people can say certain things. Now my husband, that cheap shoe fuck bastard, right? I can say that.
Oh, come on, Mark.
How do you really feel about him?
I love it. I do.
Give it up for Mark Zaffron, everybody. That's right.
And I mean, but we're so opposite to even look at, you wouldn't even imagine. But, so much so, my daughter looks at the cookbook and says, I don't like that picture of Dad, he looks too fat. I said, it's not your father. It's not, it's a share.
Here, hold on, I got you.
Thank
Here
you.
we go.
See, see what I'm trying to do, right?
Yeah.
But that, my husband just never do that for me.
We got Myers is good shit. I'll tell you that. Perfect.
So I'm gonna tell you,
My favorite cleaner.
you guys know what goes on here. In case you don't know, some of you do know me, some of you don't know me. And so if you're in New York and you have to work, you call me. Is when? When are you gonna go to New York? Is that your brother?
Huh?
You call your mom?
It's my dad.
Oh, good, I'm involved in everybody's family. I don't know why, but yeah, it's
He
happening.
complains I talk to my mom too much, so I make sure the points.
You have to give it, you give them out.
Exactly.
Because then she'll go off, and then she'll be like, in her language, and he won't understand.
Exactly. But it's, actually, my dad's the one who complains more. My mom's like, okay.
Right, because she has shit to do now. You guys are grown. Get the fuck out.
She's busy.
I'm kidding. You know that they are brothers, and they're so cute, and I want them to do an act together.
Yeah, my brother wouldn't be caught dead. He has this like stage name, and it's like Ash Maeda, and I was like, I wanted to take Maeda too because like that, because I was like, oh, like people recognize us, and he's like, that's exactly what I don't want to happen.
Oh, he has to share.
I was really, he was very adamant that.
Well, then that, you know him. That's how he is. He's done. Look, my kid has 11 fucking million followers on TikTok, okay? You think she's gonna just like anything of mine?
Never.
Never
All
in a
about
million
talk.
years. And on top of it all, I'm gonna shit. God, oh no. Well, let her come in. Guys, this is what I live for. Shamir, come in, hon. Say hi, I got some new friends. Say hello. Introduce yourself. Yeah, they're here now. I want you to meet my new friend.
Oh, I need to go to the...
Oh, I know you do. I know you do. But please be kind to her. She's new. And tell her how good I am. Won't she have fun today? Won't she enjoy the class?
I don't understand what you're
I'm saying tell her how good it is here. How nice, how people have fun and everything.
What is your name?
Pooja? Yeah.
It's Casimir.
Oh.
Casimir's my friend. And I've got something for you. Give me a second, okay? And I'm going to start the class, but I want you to meet her. Because she's one of my new ones, and I want you to keep an eye open for her, okay? You're the best. Give me 1 minute, all right? All right, just stay there. This is what I'm fucking broke.
How are you doing?
This is one in front of me. I need a petty cash slip.
Feels like a very kind of gotten really cold.
You want me to start?
Oh, this doesn't need all.
If you're busy, soon I'll do it.
I know you will. Doesn't need it. All right, this goes for the cash for Wizard and Casimir. All right, here. No, I'll explain later. I'll explain later. Okay, now she has to have it sprayed in. All right, wait, Casimir. All right. Listen, I sprayed this with alcohol, and that's all you have right now?
Look, can I told you my wallet,
I know what happened, but I have to start the class, and I have to go now. So you have to take it now.
No.
Casimir, I need a plane. I have to catch a plane this
No,
time.
you keep the money.
Casimir, I gotta go.
No, I cannot.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen.
I cannot take the money.
I know, with the loan. I wrote it down already. I gotta go.
No, it's actually for unpredictability. possibility of
Yeah, but
people
$20,
becoming that.
and when you want the money, I need it back by 2025.
Where's that?
Right, what is it?
What?
The total is
Just there's a recording of it. It's right now it's streaming on YouTube. I can turn it off.
You want water? You got water? Casimir, you got
But we have
water?
recordings if you guys need.
Casimir, I gotta go to work. You have water? Yes or no?
There's water.
Yes or no?
Oh yeah, man. Look, this is tape. This is a 5 out of 10.
Well, okay. You guys have all been here before.
Yeah, we're gonna go through that at another time. You know I
we got
love
it.
you.
I love that.
All right, keep an eye on my place. All right, I can't explain that, but I will.
There's a lot of things.
Just let me explain something. She was a very renowned psychologist at UCLA.
That's cool.
Big time therapist. Snob, the bends, the sisters with the rolls.
She got the best.
One fucking day. Just out of it. Just out of it. Just like that. So it's like, what's going on? So I'm not Indian, but you know my name is Indian, so it gravitates towards that kind of thing.
Sundar
Sundar's Indian. Yeah. I tell people it means wisdom. And you know why I say that. Because when you get old, you can't say it means beautiful.
I know. I was like, it's definitely beautiful.
Right. She's like, yeah, I know you ain't that.
You are.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Y'all just saying that because I got cheekbones this week because I don't have any molars. And here she is. We're gonna rock on through a soft Sabbath. And then she'll take you higher. And this is Shelley's office. I'm gonna ask all of you. You know what I need help with, guys? To be honest with you, I need people to follow, to like. You know, if I get you an audition, if you can't make it somewhere, just fucking call them and do it. Don't put it on me. Don't make me look bad. That's all I care about is I want you to be the best. And the reason that I do these 10-minute mics is because when you're doing 5-minute mics, you're going over 2 minutes, and it's costing me anyway. And you're not gonna. Hello there, handsome.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello there.
How's it going? Good. How are you?
You're gonna meet so many different people here. As you know, Ethan from Tom and Jerry.
Hi.
And he's new, by the way. And meaning you.
First time
I'm sorry.
here.
And why I'm saying this is because Ethan has access to so much information regarding open mics that are going on. And if any of you guys have people that are in Vegas that want to see a Laugh Factory show, you gotta call me on time. And I'll get, you know, because it's limited and this and this and this and this. This is my first time being here in quite some time. No, it hasn't either. It's only been a week. It just fucking feels like forever.
No, it was like
We
the 1
missed
week I
you.
was here. I didn't see
Did you really?
Of course we did.
Thank you. That sounds so nice. I mean, I'm terrible. I went to stand up New York. They said, you want to go on? I said, no. That's terrible.
Why not?
I have feelings. You know,
You have feelings?
I know I'm a comic. I have feelings. Leave all you here. This is small. And Sean's going to finish out this show tonight. Y'all got to get it ready. Because I stood there and I watched all that comedy. And nobody was talking about eating ass or fucking her with her period and CIS scene and all of that. It's too pedestrian here, guys. Gotta get sharp. Gotta get sharp. Gotta get sharp. And when you're black and you're a comedian, you're born with a handicap to begin with. You can already tell we're different. We're different. And I'm going to say this because I can. Because when you're a Swedish and black redneck fucking Jew raised by a guinea with a sausage factory, pretty much you say what the fuck you want. I mean it, you know, and so that's why I try to tell people, women, they're watching you. They want to see if you're going to do a period joke. They want to see if they're going to watch your time like nothing fucking else. Not like they watch the man's time. So when you have a choice, the first thing you do, I'm working on a master class now, but when you go into a comedy club, first thing you do, you want to know where's that fucking light. You know what? You don't want to go over. You don't want to go over for any reason whatsoever. So I'm going to show you something. Sean, you have a show for me.
All right.
Thank you, babe.
Yeah, come on.
It's
Get down.
that one.
What?
I want to show them what it's like.
What?
I want to show them the lights. New York, LA. So, we're performing in New York, right? I'll show them how it goes. You did it already?
I just turned on the lights.
No, I'll show you. That's what I mean. Watch. In New York, when you go on stage, you're paying attention to that light. and you're performing at the same time. Listen to me.
Very interesting. I know that.
Changes.
You see that?
Oh yeah. Oh, is that the minute?
That's it. That's all you guys say.
That light over
See
there.
this? Watch.
Oh,
That's
like,
it.
what that means you're running late.
That means you have 1 minute.
No, that means you have two. No, you have to find out before your fucking MC.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what we were.
I didn't
Alright.
even know we had that.
So,
I've been here for
yes.
8 months.
So now listen. In LA, so if you see that flash, that means you got 2 minutes, wrap it up, bye. Have fun. Alright? Now, this is what you see the fucking MC did to you. The MC did this to you in New York. Just get the fuck off. Thank you, good night. Okay? Shelly, you've been with me for 5 years. Don't even go in there. Listen to me. These are for people that are interested in hearing what I have to say. I have to get this out. When you have that light on in New York, and it stays on, you may not be asked to come back. That's why it's so serious. That's why when I teach this fucking class, it's different than any other fucking class. Because they're not going to tell you, because they don't fucking know. So, everybody has a different thing, but and this isn't even a class. I fucking give away ice in the wintertime. I'm a fucking dummy. But I'm not, because now we have new people coming on board. There are many of you who have had dreams of doing things like performing, touring, working with people. Sometimes people are able to do this. As I explained to you, David, we were talking about Peter Lowy. He had that kind of money, but suppose you don't need a billionaire. You get like 3 millionaires. That's it. Still don't equal a billion, you know that. And you surround yourself and you get and you just have fun. And if you're not fucking having fun doing this, then get the fuck out now. Just get out now. Be a good audience. That'll make you a better comedian. When you find those people who are texting, rumbling, eating candy, just like, look at me, pay attention to me, pay attention to me, pay attention to me, please. Try to get that person on first and out. With all due respect to women here, we're all women. There's a class and there has to be a female who can't get on stage because she has a child. Please, any of you guys that host know, that's you, Shawnee boy, you know. They gotta go on first and get them the fuck out of here. They're gonna make me sick. Those kids are germ carriers. Comedy classes are still being offered live. We have coaching here. I recommend that you check out every other school before you come back to me. When you're ready, then you come back to me. When you take this course with me, you have 4 meetings to prepare you for your showcase. And I'll make it work. Because if you don't look good, I don't look good. And I ain't fucking looking bad. Let's just get her. Look, this one over here, she's going to give you she likes a lot of attention. I love her to death. She's going to make noise and do things so that you look at her and pay attention to her. But don't do that tonight, Shelley, for me.
I didn't do anything yet.
Yet. And I don't want you to because it's not fair to new people. And what I want you to know is she's a fucking fake. This bitch got a set. She can fucking kill it, okay? She has killed on stage. Meaning, the beauty of comedy is you can start at any age, by the way. Any age, it's just fantastic. When you are finished here, I just want to say one thing. You leave this fucking stage the way you found it. That's it. Because suppose he has a bit with a guitar, right? He has a bit with a guitar, and you moved his fucking guitar. Now you took the fucking cord off. Or what's it called when you take a cord off?
String, yeah, cord.
Whatever they fucking did is sagging that
He
night.
broke a string. Yeah, exactly. They broke his string.
They're playing fucking games on his act, which
Yeah.
was stupid anyway because he even played the guitar. So I tell you all these things because you're not going to see me often because I have a lot of work coming my way. But I want you to know that this is a safe place and that I trust the people that are here. I trust Easton when he comes. I trust this guy when he comes. Try to get it's Sean, baby. I know it's Sean. I'm gonna call him Shorty Boy, and then it's gonna be you guys won't get it.
That's what
They
my
won't
mom
get it.
That's what my mom calls me.
Of course, somebody's calling you Shorty Boy. I know that.
Yeah, it's a good name. I like it.
With all that being said, once again, please, if you could like LA School of Comedy, follow LA School of Comedy. My name is Sunda, as in Sunda Live. Your Venmos are there. Everything is there. I'm gonna try to make it back before Johnny B comes in on CP time. And what CP time is just really Persian time. All right, so where's the lineup versus this gentleman was here?
I got it, okay. I got it. Here
You got your lineup?
Yep.
Guys, you have my number? Everybody's number, if not, call Sean, call him. I gotta go, and I might need some help. I gotta go in my office.
Okay.
I gotta eat my dinner. Okay. I'm going to take my food with me, and it was such a pleasure meeting all of you. And if anybody wants a copy of kosher soul food, I'll fucking give it for $10.
Oh, it's
Just
great.
want 'em out of here.
Great
It is great, isn't
I
it?
have it. It's awesome.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
It's fucking great. Hey, get back down for a second. You're jealous. Yeah, you get. Give me your book. Put it here. Put it here. Put it here. Go back.
Okay, you were getting off.
Lights
You were
up.
touching the
Let's
food.
get Sean all nice up here.
Oh, yeah,
Come on,
let's
we
hit
got the lights
record.
up.
Did you hit record already?
We're recording. We're on here.
We're ready.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if people tell you you're funny, you probably are, but you won't know until you take it from the page to the stage, and I am so proud right now, right here, to let this person inside. I think. Is it safe? Hey, you know it's open, baby. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm Sunda.
Sorry I'm
Pleasure.
late.
That's okay. We're just talking about PP time and CP time.
Oh,
We're
well,
all
I'm on
together.
Alexis Brabby told me to say, hey, she sent me here.
Alexis is wonderful. She's wonderful. 10 minutes up to $10. There's the receipt books. You got the Venmo thing. Click, 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 click. Sean will be your host. I was saying, eat something. Look at me. I'm so crazy. I'm like, eat something. You got some comedy I want to say. But remember, everything here is, we are just like, dude, no bullshit. I don't want any fucking GYQ jokes and all that shit, because everybody's somebody, okay? So we just keep it really nice here. There's no madness. We're adults. That's all I want to say. If you have any jokes about Swedish and black redneck Jews, I got a few cousins with some flags tattooed on their shoulder. I'll give them a call, see what happens. I'm kidding. Can you imagine? I'd like to introduce Johnny Vinoka from Paramount. Of course, you guys know he's a superstar, even if it's only in my mind. I'm just kidding. We worked together on the first ever show on criminal justice, on true crime. But right now, I want you guys to give all the love and respect for your MC this evening. Pleasure always having you. I love you, Sean, Kelly. Give it up. Woo! And I gotta call you guys.
It's a real intro, guys. Give it up for Suna one more time, guys.
Yeah.
Welcome to LAS. Sam, your host, Sean Kelly. We're going to have a fantastic night full of comedy. Guys, got 10 minutes up here. I'm going to pop a light on it, too. Just letting you guys know. And then we're going to move from comic to comic. Everybody's got a great set. Everybody's got some fun tonight. All right, who's pumped? Tuesday is over. It's now Wednesday. There's now a 3 on the date. People are going out. They're always just like, it's a magical day. This is my day. Because I'm like, it's your day because numbers lined up? No.
Not too bad.
Come on. It's just 2, 2, 2, and 2. Nothing changed about the day. Actually, if it was me, I thought it would be a lot more like stressful day, right? Like I thought I'd be seeing black cats, throwing salt over my shoulder, walking under ladders, right? All that shit. No, it was wild. Tuesday. And saw an ad. Charmin, anybody see the Charmin Ultra Soft float in New York City? Charmin Ultra Soft came out with a tweet on yesterday morning and said, there's so many 2s, we're going to have to stop it. And they put this float and this giant poop emoji out on the right in New York. And then they had all the toilet paper around it. I'm a big fan. I'm a Charmin advocate. I'm a big fan of 2-ply toilet paper.
Yeah.
All right, let me tell you right now, you got to have good toilet paper.
Yeah.
You got to have it. No 1-ply bullshit. All right, let me tell you. I value that over a lot of things in my life. I'm frugal. I go to Walmart. I get great value brand on everything else, but not toilet paper. That's my bougie shit. I go out, I pay top dollar for that. All right, you know why I value it over everything else? We're talking about food, water, shelter, toilet paper. You're going to walk into my house, all right, and you're going to see leaks all over the place. I'm duct taping the roof 24/7. But you know what? When you walk into my bathroom, you're going to have a good experience taking a shit. I'll tell you that because of my 2-ply toilet paper. All right, you know what's just as good as my 2-ply toilet paper, maybe even better? It's the comedy of one of my favorite guys. All right, he's coming up to the stage right now. He's awesome. Give it up for Easton Gage, guys.
Yay. Sean Kelly, everyone. Sean Kelly.
Yeah.
I hate to be this guy. I have a show at 8:30, so Sean said you can go up. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. You're still cutting in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Sunda, you look lovely. We missed you so much.
Oh,
when
no,
you were
you
gone.
didn't.
I did. I did. That's all that counts, right? It sucks. I hate these late shows because I grew up having a curfew. Anyone else have a curfew growing up?
Yes.
I had a curfew up until I was 24. I was getting my master's and I still had a curfew. I was living on my own and I had to check in with my parents. 9 p.m. curfew every night till I was 24. And curfews are good because they're good for two things. They keep your kids safe, you know where they are, and they also keep your kid from getting laid. So that's a good thing. You don't want your kid out there having sex. No one was having sex with me. 9 p.m., nothing fun happens. Grey's Anatomy's still on, for crying out loud. No one's going to miss that. When I was getting my master's, I had this crush, and I took her on a date. I picked her up from her parents' house. I met with her father, and I said, hey, it's great to meet you. I'm gonna have your daughter home by 8:30. And he went, that's fine. I like you. 9's cool, though. I went, no, you don't get it, bud. I got to be home by 9. 8:30 is when I'm going to have her home. I don't know what you're doing past 9, but nothing good happens after 9. My mom used to say, you want to stay out past 9? That's fine. Have fun running into Satan. And that was enough for me. That was enough for me. So I'll come home. I don't want to meet him. I don't know if he's real, but if he is, he's out after 9. My mom was good to me, though. She treated me well. She was a flight attendant, and I was kind of stupid up until I was in my master's program. I was really stupid. You guys know Hooked on Phonics?
Yes.
Yeah, I did Hooked on Phonics my entire life. It was a home reading program, if you didn't know what it was. So Hooked on Phonics helped kids learn how to read for homeschool teachers and or tutors. And my mom was a flight attendant. And how she found out I couldn't read is because the school sent me home with a note that said, kid's a little fucking slow. And I handed it to my mom because I didn't know what the note read, right? So my mom got me hooked on phonics and she just handed it to me. And she tried her best, right? She tried her best. So come Monday when I had a reading pop quiz and I was called on, I just stood up and I went, all right, class, if you look to your left and your right, you'll see the 2 exits. I need you to keep your seatbelts on for this class. This gets rocky. We're going into geometry. It's a lot of shapes and sizes. I don't know what they mean because I can't read the damn textbook. All right, Easton, you're killing it. You are not a hack. Curfew. Done. I've been traveling so much lately. I've been getting to go up everywhere for comedy, which has been great. And I found a little tip for traveling. Now, I buy coach, but I don't fly coach. Listen to that. I buy coach. I don't fly coach. And that's because before every big flight, I hit up the Army surplus store on La Cienega, and I just deck myself out in Army gear when I go to that airport. People do anything to give a veteran their first class seat. You know what I'm saying? They will do anything. I show up with my D&G bag and Gucci flip-flops, and I'm just standing in line waiting for that flight attendant to go, now boarding all veteran and active military. And people nod at me. They're like, that's you. I'm like, you're damn right that's me. You're damn right that's me. People are saluting me. There's a veteran there in his walker, like standing up by the grace of God, giving me a salute. I'm like, I don't need that. I did nothing. You're the real hero, bud. You're the real hero. I was sitting on a plane in my cargo jacket. It said Levi on it. It said Levi. And the guy leaned over and he goes, where'd you serve? And it's classified information. I can't tell you that. But have you heard of a little town called Verdansk? He went, where's that? I went, exactly my point, bud. Exactly my point. Flight attendant comes up to me. She goes, there's a guy in first class. He wants to give you his seat. I said, God bless him. Glad to know he honors us troops. I sat up there, and then we hit turbulence, and then everyone was like expecting me to freak out. Cool as a cucumber. I never deployed. I just pretended like I did. I'm always worried, though, when I'm on a flight and I'm wearing my military gear, if someone like does try and take over the plane, that they look for me like, help us. I'm like, where's the air marshal? I'm the decoy. There's this lady. She was in a relationship with this guy for 7 years. They got engaged and everything, and then she left him for a ghost. This is real. She lives in Great Britain. She left her fiance of 7 years for a ghost. And I just want to know how stupid you have to be to have a girl for 7 years and get left for a dead guy, you know? She said, we don't talk, we don't communicate, all we do is have sex. And I went, where is that dream girl that I've been looking for my entire life? No talking for 7 years, just sex? I could be that guy. I'm not looking for real estate in like Amityville and stuff like that, looking for like haunted houses. I just walk in and I go, I hope no ghosts try to fuck me when I'm sleeping. I don't know why I do that voice when I'm doing that joke. I wrote it in that voice. I hope no ghosts try to fuck. Stupid. So stupid. I'm glad Sunda's leaving on that one. That was terrible.
No, I'm not. Bring in your audience.
You got any Spanish speakers here? Anyone's a Spanish speaker here? No Spanish speakers? That's okay. How you guys doing? I started learning Spanish at a young age because my neighbor told me, she said, Easton, Spanish is the most beautiful language to speak to a woman during the act of coitus. And remember, hooked on phonics, I didn't know what the hell that meant, so I had to go and look up coitus. I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. So I started learning Spanish because I always envisioned myself in Mexico or Spain at a cantina, and it's raining outside, and now the women are bachata dancing, you know? And I see like this Eva Mendes or Paz Vega type from across the bar, and I go up to her, I'm like, mi amor, su cuerpo es muy bonita en este ahora. Yo quiero hacerlo lluvia en la para. You know what that means, people? I said, let's get out of here. I want to make love to you in the rain. That's why I wanted to learn Spanish. The problem is I'm white with blue eyes and blonde hair. Hollywood cast me as the devil now. I'm the bad guy, and it makes sense. Like, if you look at the history of white guys, we've just raped everyone. It hasn't been good. Since the beginning of white people, we've been fucking everything up, and now we're getting our backlash. And we deserve it, right? We deserve it. So I can't speak Spanish with an accent anymore. Now I just speak Spanish like a Disneyland employee. I just walk up like, bienvenidos, mis amigos. Y bienvenidos a la montaña especial. Es un día muy bonita, eh? It's tough. We get canceled for everything. Rightfully so. We suck. It's funny, most of my friends are black dudes. Like when I was living down by LMU, I was playing in the men's rec league, Compton men's rec league. A lot of my friends are black dudes. And we were hanging out at a barbecue the other day. It wasn't like a cookout. We're not that close yet, but we're getting there. It wasn't a cookout. It was someone else's barbecue, another white guy. And my one buddy, Mike, he gets real hammered and he comes up to me and goes, Easton, I just want to let you know, you got the hall pass. And I shouldn't have to explain what the hall pass is, and white guys, if you don't know, turn on an online video game for 9 seconds and you'll figure it out real quick. And I just have to say, if your black friend comes up to you as a white guy and says, hey, you have the hall pass, you actually do not have the hall pass. That means you need to find new black friends, right? And then you get to test out that hall pass on them and say your other black friend said you could say it. I was playing in this men's rec league, though, in Compton, and how I joined the league was as an independent. So you need 6 men to play in this league. And I joined as a 6th man. And the league commissioner sends me an email. She says, Easton, we found you a team. You're on the SOS Crabs. And to me, I'm like, okay, Compton's kind of close to Long Beach. There's the aquarium. I'm probably on the team with marine biologists. Wrong. SOS in Compton, that means shoot on sight. And crab is a mean name for a blood to call a crit. Now, you can understand how much of a conflict there was when I showed up in all blue because it matched my eyes. Team manager went, what the fuck are you wearing? I went, obviously the wrong colors, my guy. Obviously the wrong colors. It was a cool league, though, because we learned a lot from each other. Like, I learned how to blood walk, which is a rip-off of the crip walk. I learned how to dap up my homies and hit them with a snap at the end. That was nice. And I learned how to season food. And what they learned for me was, like, how to put a resume together without spelling errors, how to dress for a job interview, how to register their weapons. It was a good trade-off, you know, we had a good trade-off. We became close friends. Like, I celebrated Thanksgiving with the team manager's family. His name's Darius LaDouche, okay? Funny last name. Didn't bring that up ever, but Darius LaDouche. And his mom follows me on Instagram now. The other day, I posted a picture of a puppy Rottweiler I saw on the street, because I'm trying to get DMs. And in my family, we call everything a nugget. If something's cute, you call it a nugget in my family. And Darius' mom DMs me, she goes, what an adorable dog. And I'm in a conversation with my boss. So I'm doing that text to type, and I type what I think is cute little nugget. And if anyone has their phone out, you can see that N-U-G-G-E-T. That's right next to, you know the word. I don't need to say it. It's right next to it. You can look at your keyboard. You'll see how close it is. And my issue is whenever I type like shit, it goes to shut. And when I type fuck, it goes to duck. But when I type the forbidden word, my phone capitalized it, italicized it, and sent a link to the closest Klan rally. It's like, oh no, she just replied on site. And Hooked on Phonics taught me what that means. That means I'm about to get my ass whooped by the whole neighborhood. Guys, I'm Easton Gage. Give it up for Sean Kelly. Yep, that's right, that's him. Give it up for Sean Kelly. Thank you for letting me go first. I got to run to a show. I appreciate all of you. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, of course, man.
Thank you so much,
Thank you, man.
Thank you, guys.
Give it up for Easton Gage one more time, man. He's out. Good guy,
Thank you.
good guy.
Easton.
All right, guys, how we doing? I'm gonna double down on the toilet paper thing, and you guys weren't here for it, but I was doing a pretty big deal about 2-ply toilet paper, how important it is in the household, and it really is because it's very important when you go over to somebody's house. Okay, because when you go and wipe your ass, it's like you're going to battle. All right, it's you and your hand and the toilet paper versus your asshole. All right, you can't be taking a pistol into an assault rifle fight. All right, your asshole's the assault rifle, 2-ply. We're talking. You got to bring the guns. Okay, you're not gonna walk in there unprepared. You're gonna lose that battle every single time. And you go to somebody else's house. If they have 1-ply toilet paper, leave the house. Leave the house. Just say I'm not doing it. You walk in and they have leaks coming from the roof and they're duct taping it because they spent all their money on 2-ply. You stay for dinner. All right, because when you go in there, you're going. You have crossed enemy lines now. All right, you're in somebody else's bathroom. You don't have your equipment. You don't have your porcelain. You don't have your magazines. You don't have your spray. You don't have your anything. All right, you have to go in there super prepared. All right, if you don't have 2-ply toilet paper, you know, someone's going to ask, so, Sean, you know, how was the dinner party? At John's the other night, my cordon bleu was really good, but had to give it an F. 1-ply toilet paper. Damn! And that cordon bleu was really good. But you know what else really good? The comedy. We're going to keep it going, guys. That's right! Woo! Keeping it out. Give it up, guys. Up next. Give it up for my man, Victor! Woo!
I had him on the she was first. Sorry. Did she?
I was the first to walk in. I went to the bathroom.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, actually, that is true. Yeah, if you want to go,
so
right
I
now,
had,
down to,
yeah, I had Victor
first
right
row.
a second, so.
It's all right. Go, Victor.
Okay,
I got
thank you,
Oh,
thank
she
you,
put
thank
it
you.
at the top and then moved.
I'll make it quick.
All right, Victor.
Hey,
Yay,
Victor! Thank you. My name is Victor Trevino. I'm about as high as I look. I have to get that out of the way. I have Pete Davidson disease also, you know about that? My eyes look like buttholes. That's funny. My name is Victor Trevino. I'm actually half Mexican and half Spanish, but I present as Jewish. Okay. Shalom. I don't know if any of you are Jewish, but okay, there you go. I'm one of those Latinos. It's funny that dude left had so much to say about what his whole set was about. I'm one of those shameful Latinos that doesn't speak Spanish. Is there any of those in the audience? Any? No. Starting to come to terms with the fact that Drake might know more Spanish than I do, and that fucking hurt. Like, I don't know if this is for anybody. Does anybody remember there was like theories that Drake didn't write his own raps? Does anybody know about that? That he had a ghostwriter? You know about that? Well, I think we could solve this one because he has a whole fucking song in Spanish. If we just ask him, do you know Spanish? I feel like I would catch him in the act, you know? Yeah, he has a #1 hit. The chorus, the verses, all in Spanish. We'd be like, yo, Drake. Yo, tu hablas español, whatever. Tu hablas. I don't see, this is the truth. I aggressively don't know Spanish. And you know what's the worst thing? Is when white guys like that dude speak Spanish. It crushes me. I guess I'm white too, you know, that's fine. So Latinos don't like you very much when you're a Latino that doesn't speak Spanish. It's like you get less respect, right? It's like difficult. I did construction work growing up, and I used to go to the job site with a red-headed boy named Dudley. And he was 5'2", white as could be, and red hair. And the Guatemalans fucking loved Dudley, and they hated me. They had nicknames for Dudley. They called him Guapo and Güero and Canelo. Do you know what that is? That's handsome, light-skinned, and cinnamon. They called him Cinnamon. You know what they called me? They called me Victor. With a hard V. Like, it's usually with a B, like Vector, like, you know?
Victor.
They're like, no, we found the V, dude. You're Victor. I don't know. I have a bunch of random thoughts up on here. I feel like the Electric Slide is sung in like a patronizing way. Like it's like 4 white people to teach them how to dance, and it's like, okay, slide to the left. Okay, slide to the right. Crisscross? You can crisscross? Okay, yeah, it's crisscross. And fuck it, now just clap, like just fucking don't move your heads or anything, just sit there and oh god, I did well, that's new. I guess it feels okay. I don't know if toxic masculinity is a thing, but I do know that when I'm at the urinal and there's another guy next to me, I feel like I have to pee harder than him. You know what I mean? Like, it has to be louder and for longer. Like, if he leaves first, I feel good. I'm like, do some kegels, bitch. Not in my bathroom. It's so hard not to stare at you guys. Like, you're just well lit right now. So I'm looking up here. Where did the comedy Miss Frizzle go? She is so cool. What's her name? Sunday? Sunda. What a captivating personality. I came in, is this fucking place scripted? Like that's some lady that was an ex-PhD come by and asked for money. Am I losing my shit, or is that abnormal? Like, that was cool. Anyway. It's so funny, she got up here for like 5 minutes and she was like, none of that fucking Bumble shit. And she was like, don't talk about your periods. And I was like, well, fuck, this is like half my act. But no, I couldn't, I'm not going to do any hack stuff. I recently went to CVS and bought Magnum condoms, and Bank of America froze my account. They said it was unusual purchase activity. Cool. I have notes here. It just says, just be yourself.
Baby!
And just little hearts around it. It's fun. I have breakup energy. Does that come off on me? I feel like I have breakup energy. I tried to save my last relationship by buying a king-size mattress, and now I just sleep diagonally, and I'm going to return it. You guys didn't like that one, that's fine. I grew up Catholic. I went to Catholic night school. Did anybody do that? No. I didn't really have any takeaways from that night school other than the fact that whoever wrote the 10 Commandments had a neighbor, and that neighbor was trying to fuck his wife. Okay, I'm just saying, like, 10 rules for all of life, and he chose 10%. So like, hey Chad, don't fuck my wife. Okay, fine. What have we not done? So I want to find people that relate to this, but has anybody here, from the looks on your faces, maybe, you were talking about Coke spoons in the 80s. Do you remember, weed when you didn't have to, when no one weighed it? When no one, there was no scales. There was a time in weed history, let me educate you, I guess, where it was just dime bags and dove bags. Do you remember that era? It was a great era, because what you could do is if you had a lot of charisma and you had a timid drug dealer, you could just peer pressure him into putting more weed in the bag. It was like he'd put a certain amount of weed in the baggie, and then he would just show it to all your friends. He'd be like, does this look fair to everybody? You'd be like, no, it does not, Wes. That looks like $7 worth of weed. We can all tell. Plus, there's a seed, Wes. Does anybody remember? Do you remember seeds? Weed used to come with. It's a fucking plant, you know. It doesn't just grow into chocolate bars. It's a plant. Those used to be seeds, and because the science of it was. This is a botany lesson now, I guess. There's a male and a female plant with weed, and if you put a male plant in with the female plant, it impregnates it, and get this, ruins its potential. Sorry, that hit somewhere that maybe is too harsh, but it's funny. Okay, so you would get this weed, it would have a ton of seeds, and it wouldn't get you high. I got the light right.
Yeah.
Here's the last one. It wouldn't get you high. It was like weed. The more seeds it had, the like less potent it was. Like that's the thing. So if you got really seedy, stemmy batch of weed, it's probably bunk. It's not gonna do anything. So what you'd do is back in middle school, you'd roll a joint of it, and you would smoke it with 5 of your friends, and you could find out who the fucking liar was. Because one of your friends would pretend to be all high, but oh hell yeah, dude. So he's got me feeling bisexual. Does anybody else feel this weed? Yeah, it's good weed, Bryce. And then you can't tell them. Okay, I've been Victor Trevino. You guys have been nice. Thank you very much.
Give it up for Victor, guys. Give it up. Functioning up here. I wouldn't even have known he was high unless he told me. Good for you, Victor. But now we're going to keep the comedy going right along. We're going to bring out one of my favorite acts. She's fantastic, guys. Give it up for the wonderful V.
Get that out of my camera. Hey, what's happening? I guess you all can tell I'm a woman of a certain age. But don't call me no cougar. I date men of all ages. I'm an equal opportunity dater. Baby. Yes, and those old dudes don't have to worry about me sweating them if they don't perform on that special moment. I ain't gonna clown them, because I love a good night's sleep. Nice little cuddle. And those young dudes, oh, you guys, you youngsters, it's different now. I mean, when they step to you, it's on. I love it. But the rites of passage have changed. Back in my day, you know, we'd talk on the phone for hours, we'd date, and then we'd have sex like 3-4 times. Then they'd run to the bathroom, and that's when I see they did. Nowadays, I get 12 pics before 7:30 a.m. It's different, but you know, I do like them because, you know, when they step up to me, they're always cute and just really can't wait to get me. And then they start babbling at a certain point. So I've learned to read their foreheads, and I know they're thinking, is she my mama's age? Or my grandmother's age. They don't know. I'm their great grandmama's age. Now see, if I was a man, y'all be standing up going, whoa, 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 yeah, man, yeah, dog. But when it's a woman, you get all weird. So I'm going to say it again and give me my propers. I'm their great grandmama's age.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Don't hate the player, hate the
game.
Yes. So you guys, when I came back from getting the best birthday present I ever bought myself, the kids knew I was having outpatient surgery because my girlfriend brought me home. And my oldest son looked up at me and he said, Mom, I'm so happy for you. You got your dream. Now just go fix that flabby butt. I'm like, this little nigga. Oh my God. Then he stormed out the room. And you guys know anything about autism?
Yes.
Brutally honest. Brutally. And I wanted to yell at him, but I did in my mind. I said, it's flabby because you were craving 2 chili dogs every night and 4 at lunch when you were in utero. Then he stormed back in the room with his phone in my face with a picture of Nicki Minaj. Before. I don't know if you guys saw it. I didn't know. Girlfriend was flat as an ironing board. Then, pow pow! So I said, hey baby, ooh, mama needs a new pair of badonks. A badonk and another badonk. A badonk a donk. I ain't getting it no time soon. I'm still paying interest on these girls. You know how we do. We go to buy something expensive and we negotiate the lowest monthly payment, right? Can you go a little lower than that? Can you go a little lower than that? I got 500 more payments. I think I'll be 173 before I own them. It's crazy because it feels like I own them. But it's that kind of shit that got me in trouble. I got behind in my payments. And you know, a phone call came with the number. And I answered it. Why? I had a new phone. No names came through. So I said hello, and then I realized it was a finance company. So you know what I did? I hung that phone up. But the number kept coming back and coming back and coming back. And then I started freaking out because my girlfriend said, you know they put GPS in there. I'm like, they're following me? Oh no! Oh my God! I didn't know what I was gonna do. So my dude said, get a coconut, chop it in half. I tried it. It was the perfect color match. But it was too small. So I got smart. I got aluminum foil. And I crafted the most beautiful, it fit perfect. It was so awesome. I wish I had a picture to show you guys because the phone call stopped coming and I was all confident and everything. And then all of a sudden it started cracking and breaking and itching. I would have made another one, but the foil started pairing with the fillings in my teeth and it started pulling down signals. And the coconut rang. I thought I was on Gilligan's Island. But I answered it. It was a finance company. So, you know, I pay my bills on time now because, you know, I don't want to walk out the house, turn the corner, and run into titty repo. Yeah. Be my luck, I paid enough that they just repossessed one titty. Can't have that. Can't have that, darling. Can't have that. Yeah, I'm Dee. Everybody say hey, Dee.
Hey, Dee.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
I'm the single mom of 2 sons diagnosed with autism. And that may be why you guys notice this hint of crazy in this eye. Absolutely. My youngest son doesn't speak. My oldest son can speak. And I love my kids. And as a parent, every now and then it's a really cool time when you notice your children actually have values. I noticed my younger son cared about good parenting skills. We were leaving church. You know, when church has been good, it's wonderful. You know, nobody got backhanded. Bop. That's what my mother named it. Bop. She goes, I'll bop you. That's the sound of the knuckle hitting the teeth. Bop. Yeah, nobody got bopped. And so we're out, you know, headed to the parking lot. Everybody going, you know, walking along. And my son does this jump and this stem. And he's jumping and stemming by this lady. And I'm looking at him. He seems to be okay. But then I notice he notices this lady's baby on her hip has a snotty nose. And I'm like, Then he jumps around to the other side, and I see him notice this baby has a huge diaper, and that the lady is chattering and not paying attention to the child. The child starts to cry and then wail, and my son hopped his little butt back over by us and stood poised. Everybody out on the lawn came to a hush. My son ran across that lawn and slapped that lady, and the baby stopped crying. Yeah, I believe my son was being used by the Lord. With all those able-bodied people out there, it takes the genius of a savant to run across the lawn and slap a lady. It was wonderful, and I know you guys are imagining us at a Baptist church. A lot of nice little cafe au lait, caramel, and chocolate people arrayed over a Kelly green lawn. No, it was a non-denominational church, multicultural. My son slapped a white lady, y'all. I told you he was being used by the Lord. You know how I know? They did not press charges. Yes, you know how I was, mother of a black son. He was being used by the Lord, because you know, if he wasn't, any Mexicans right here, some wide-nosed Filipinos right here, all of us would have gone to jail. You know, they like to do that 8-for-1 special. They do, any chance they get. Now, his older brother was right there. He did nothing. He was just standing there. It was his day off. He's a cool guy, you know. Any sons here of single mothers? I'm just curious. Okay, so you became the man of the house. You became the man of the house. That's my oldest son. And because of that, I can talk to him nicely, and he talks to me. Oh, okay, I'll look at it. See, you do that shit too. Always the pushback. Okay, so I taught him how to drive. He was really good, and I was with him one day, and I just said, hey, you swung out a little too far from the left. And he went, I was like, oh my God. At that moment, life went into slow motion. It ended up being like 4.5 seconds. But I had 2 days worth of thoughts in my head during that time. And I was thinking, you knew that little sucker was going to snap one day. This is that day. And I was like, what are you going to do? Ah! Then we were flying across the road. We went over a curb. Boom, boom. I was like, oh my God, the curb's supposed to stop us. Boom, boom. And I was like, oh no, what's going to happen? And we crashed into a brick wall. And I thought it was going to be, wow, a big explosion, but nothing happened. And I was freaking out. You know what I was thinking? How am I get to work in the morning? I didn't know if my insurance would cover it. I'm such a frugal single mom. Oh my God. Then I was like, I'm snatching him out of this seat. We getting out of this neighborhood. And then the owner walked up. Yeah, well, good news is we drove the car. We got a new used tire. And insurance did cover it. And I asked my son, you know, if it was all right for me to tell this joke. And he said it was, but he said, I got it wrong. He said, I told him he was trying to kill me. And I said, really, baby? He goes, yeah, and I thought about it. He was trying to kill me. And I know there are parents out there with autistic kids who are scared to teach their kids to drive because of that. But tell them about me, you guys. Tell them that they're just one car crash into a brick wall away from creating a great driver. Yes, thank God a brick wall saved my car. Hey, thank God a brick wall saved my car from busting through the house, through the kitchen, out the back door, down the hill, through the swing set, into the pool. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, I can be.
Yeah.
Keep it going for Shawnee Boy.
Yeah.
Shawnee Boy.
Thank you, baby. Yeah, the pipes. That's how I know that song. Give it up for V, guys. Give it up for V. How we doing? Good times, right? Well, look at some singing. That's some confidence up there. Look at that. Getting comedy and a show. Isn't that great? Absolutely fantastic. You know what? We're going to keep the comedy going because we're just getting started. All right, the train has left the tracks and we are choo-choo. That's right, all that one. All right, we're going to keep going with the comedy, guys. Give it up for one of my favorites. It's Pooja!
Thank you. V, you have so much energy. I love watching you. So my name is actually Mindy Kaling. Because every white person that has not met another Indian woman love telling me that I look like her. But it's okay, because I think all white people look alike. So I recently chopped off 17 inches of my hair.
Whoa.
Yeah, and people thought it was my way of coming out of the closet. But I just want to say I'm a boring hetero. I had a trip to Paris, and I wanted to look more French. Because just like COVID, I too like turning into a new variant every time I show up in a new continent.
So, who started therapy during the pandemic? After being so alone with my thoughts, I just couldn't take it anymore. I was ready to start paying someone to listen to me. My therapist is an Indian woman based out of India because American healthcare system cannot afford it. And my mom was very concerned because according to her, therapists are just paid friends for lonely people. And she was also getting very worried that I might be getting addicted to therapy. But what she should have been really worried about is the fact that my therapist always tells me how proud she is of the progress that I've been making. So I accidentally called her mommy. Being brown, we were basically always told to like never talk to the opposite sex and like not date. So I feel like now as an adult, I'm really awkward with men. My idea of flirting is basically being super sarcastic and emasculating them. It's really not been working out in my favor. Let me see, what else do I want to work on? And my one uncle even went as far as asking me if I was a lesbian. And don't get me wrong, I've definitely thought about it. Because we can all agree that women are the better looking gender, right? Like there's no competition. But sexuality is not a choice. So for better or worse, I am stuck trying to pick my lobster from a sea full of trash. And that is both a reference to the current state of the ocean and the dating pool for straight women. Lately, I feel like I've become such a strong, independent woman that I feel like I am every men's right activist's dream girl. And I'm not even sold on the whole concept of marriage. So I looked up when this whole thing got invented, and it was back in like 2035 BC. That was so long ago. That was back when people were living very like short and sweet lives. Now, even if you marry someone in like your 20s or your 30s, you are stuck with this person till you're about 80. Unless, of course, one of you is unvaccinated and gets COVID. So yeah, I'm not even sold on the concept of like kids either. Like I absolutely adore my nephew, but my favorite thing about him is the fact that he is my mother's grandson that did not come out of my uterus. And having kids in 2022 basically feels like a gambling problem. Because if you can't afford healthcare, try affording daycare. Let's see. Do I have to do 10 or can I just do 5? I said I only prepared for 5. I'm actually turning 30 this year. Woo! Woo! But I know I look like I'm in my mid-20s. Well. So I feel like I'm now at the perfect age to play a teenager on Netflix. And let's see. You're not gonna like this show.
Oh shit.
If we're gonna go back to that show.
Oh god, go.
Go.
Do it. Do it.
Okay. So I don't like the fact that we like categorize butts into like either like, you know, flat butts or like big butts. Like there's no like category for like normal butts. I get very offended by it if someone calls me saying that I have like a flat ass, because I don't think I do. I think I have a pretty proportional ass. It's just that my boobs are big, so you expect that my ass is gonna be bigger. And that's why I really like the body positivity movement, because it's all about embracing your body the way it is. Unless, of course, you're a short guy. But do not blame the women for it. This is a problem from the patriarchy, because we've been told that we need like strong, tall men to protect us. And now that I'm done with the gender studies of my set, let's see. What else do I want to talk about? Oh yeah. What kind of like a clean person are you? Like, do you clean your apartment because you like to keep it clean, or because like someone's visiting you?
Clean, I like it clean.
Oh wow, okay. I'm definitely the second kind. Sometimes I host get-togethers just to have the pressure and the motivation to clean my place. Exactly, yeah. All right, I'm gonna end on this one. Sometimes I get worried that I might die alone because of all of my views. And then I remember I'm Indian and I can just get an arranged marriage.
Woo! Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, give it up. Give it up for Pooja, everybody. Give it up for Pooja.
Yeah.
Woo! Give it up. All right. You guys ever wonder what the workout plan was for televisions? And when you really think about that joke, they used to be so fat and big and bulky. And now they're so thin and mobile. Am I right? I wonder why I can never lose weight. I wonder, you looked at TVs, you're like, in the 90s they were so gigantic. They couldn't move, they couldn't do anything. You even had to get up and assist them in turning on. And nowadays you can just sit your ass back and watch, right? So nimble, so motivated, so exciting. Wonder what they used to work out. They got on the treadmill for a little bit, little Panasonic, lifted some weights. We get Sony on the elliptical. How about it, guys? Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know, you look at these days, you're like, you used to look at them, you're like, oof, man, they're looking a little rough, they could really hit the gym. And now you're looking at them, you're like, damn, and she got Netflix? Oh man, damn, that joke hits so much better. All right, guys, we're gonna keep the comedy. It's not just about me; it's about everybody else. We're gonna bring Poppin' right in. All right, he's giving back to the community. He is a nurse. He is absolutely fantastic, and he also, like me, has the best name on the planet. You guys, give it up for Sean.
Kill it, Sean.
Oh, thank you so much. What a pandemic, everybody. Saving lives every day. What can I say? It's just what I do for a living. So I'm a nurse. And I got laid a lot during the pandemic. A lot. Because you know why, right? Women love a man in uniform. You know what I mean? But I probably didn't need to pretend to pull all those people over. So I started dating seriously during the pandemic. And I'm dating a Latina now. It's the first time I've dated a Latina. I just have to tell you, up until this point, I've just been a fan from afar. You know what I mean? Like, I've always wanted a woman to call me Pappy. Like, my whole life. I love Latinas, though. Like, Latinas are so loyal. Like, my girl has my back no matter what. Like, the other day I was pissed off, and she's like, "What's wrong, baby?" And I was like, "This crappy comedy club in Burbank won't book me." And she was like, "I'm sorry, baby. You want me to burn that bitch down?" And I was like, "I want you to marry me. Thank you for your support." My girlfriend's really, she tries to add some spice to the relationship sometimes. So like the other day, she suggested that I wear a blindfold while we were having sex. And I was like, "Babe, that's really cute and everything, but I don't need a blindfold to think about other women." I love this room because it's like, people are like, I'm not sure if I should laugh or not. Let me tell you something, if you're new to comedy, you need to relax. Okay? If you're new to comedy, you need to relax. I am a little disappointed in my girlfriend, though, because my girlfriend, who is Latina, does not speak a fucking word of Spanish, okay? That's a letdown for me, You want to know why? Because yo hablo español. Mucho. Okay?
Yeah.
And it's starting to cause a rift in our relationship. You know what I mean? Like, the other night we're in bed and I wanted to say something sweet. So I said, mi bonita chica. And she goes, what the fuck did you just say? And I was like, the condom broke. And I just came inside of you. That was my translation. Let's see. My girlfriend likes Harry Potter. It's cool. Like, I don't have any problems with that. Some people might say it's childish. Like, my girlfriend's into Harry Potter. And it's a lot better than my last girlfriend, who was into cocaine. You know what I mean? Like, I took my girlfriend now, I took her to Disneyland. I took my last girlfriend to rehab. You know, that's... let's see. I couldn't even take my girlfriend to see West Side Story, like, which is basically Our Story. I messed that up. Let's see. Like, girlfriends are expensive. Have you not realized this? Like, mine charges by the hour. Oh, God. My girlfriend is cool, though. We actually, we flew to Japan last fall. And, like, there were, most people on the plane were sleeping. It was like an overnight plane trip. And so in the middle of the night, I whisper over into her ear. It's like, hey, babe, I really want to join the Mile High Club. Is that okay? She said, sure. I was like, cool. I'll be back in 45 minutes. It's good to know that joke still works. I wrote it a few years ago. My girlfriend is self-conscious about her weight. I feel like it's important to be supportive and honest with every person that you date. So the other day, we were going to this wedding, and she puts on this dress, and she goes, Sean, do I look fat in this dress? And I was like, babe, I love your body, but I can't speak for everybody. My girlfriend likes to cuddle. The other night she said, do you want to cuddle? And I was like, you can cuddle these nuts. All right, that wasn't so good. I do love my girlfriend, and she is really tough. Matter of fact, she's a black belt, because the brown belt doesn't leave a mark. I went down on her recently. That means I was eating her pussy for, all right. And like, I went down on her and I felt this small object in my mouth. You know what I mean? So like, I naturally, like, I reached in and it turned out to be a piece of toilet paper. That joke's especially funny because it's true. And of course that finding killed the mood. But it did manage to take all the tartar right off my teeth. You know what I mean? Alright. Jesus. Woo, boy. My girlfriend the other night, she wanted me, I playfully put a pillow over her face while we were messing around, and she got really pissed off. She said, Sean, you could suffocate me that way. And I was like, babe, I would never do that while you were awake.
It's very sick.
That's what my mom said. My girlfriend said if we're going to stay together, that she needs a ring from me. So she was not pleased when I presented her with a Nuva ring.
Oh.
Diamonds are forever, but the Nuva ring's only good for 21 days, guys. I knew she was the one for me, because the very first time we had sex, all she did was laugh at me. Alright, that one's it. My girlfriend wanted me to get her Gucci for Christmas. Like, I had no idea what the fuck that was. So, like, it sounds like some sort of venereal disease that you get in a porta potty at like a NASCAR race or something. And I couldn't afford Gucci, so I I got her gonorrhea instead. 3 times. My girlfriend said, oh fuck, this is on air. I did not want this to be on air at all. If we can somehow manage that. That's supposed to be part of the deal. Yeah. Anyways, so the other day she was trying to be all cute and she says, Sean, what color are my eyes? I got no fucking idea.